Leader, I want to highlight that today is Make Way Day and that we need to ensure that our footpaths are clear for wheelchair users so I'm calling on homeowners and councils to cut back hedging and also for people that are illegally parking on footpaths and in that regard that they stop doing that and they make way and they consider it. And in that regard I also want to acknowledge that the councils and what I have observed of Dublin City Council and South Dublin County Council have been installing wands on footpaths to stop illegal parking, and in that their objective is with regard to social distancing. However, it does have the side effect and the side benefit of ensuring that we have make way. In that context, I want to highlight the House and ask Acting Leader for us to have a conversation, please, at some point on the criteria of eligibility for parking permits for people with disabilities. And I would venture to say, on the basis of a representation that I'm going to put before the House now, that the criteria as it stands at the moment is very narrow and quite archaic and doesn't take into context all of the struggles that people have. We need to widen the definition. The criteria, for instance, states that to be granted the medical card and everything that flows from, you have to be severely and permanently disabled, and it shall only be referenced by access to one or more of the following medical criteria, and that is a loss of both legs, lower limbs, loss of both arms or both hands, and then it goes on to other things. However, I have a constituent who has lost one arm in an appalling accident, and she has had decades of applying for assistance. She has to pay for the adjustments to her car herself. She's been denied every single time she's applied, even though every moment of every day her disability is brought home to her, and she has to live with lack of toileting, ability for carrying shopping, ability for all of these things due to the fact that she has one arm, and yet she doesn't fit the criteria and has all the financial hardship but also the falls from that. So I'm asking that we have a debate in this House about the criteria for disabled, for eligibility in that regard. Thank you and apologies.